Well, let's have a look at the code first, shall we? So we've tried to separate concerns, or separate the code into different files. So we've got the HTML here, we put the CSS in a different file and the JS. So we can see here we've got the HTML file here. I've used Font Awesome for some of the icons. I've also hashed the password or passwords, and that hash is stored in the local storage object, and we'll use the crypto.js library. So we can see we've got different sections here: start page section, a login page section which includes a sign up form as well as a login form, and also the dashboard page section. Let's have a look at the JS. So we just go up to the top, and we've tried to put it in sections. We've tried to modularize the code, in other words, having different functions in different areas. So one function does a certain thing, another function does a certain something else. So we can see here we've got different sections: general, we've got the dashboard, then we've got user settings. So when the user wants to change their own setting, maybe their name or password or something like that. Then we've got things related to the to-do lists themselves. We can reset the new to-do div. We can uncheck, check list items. This is the new to-do details function. It updates. It's to enter new to-do items. We've got other things like that. Add lists to storage. So this will add new to-dos to the storage, and then this to-do builder, actually any saved to-dos are shown on the page, and this is how they are made available on the page with the to-do builder. Then we've got one of the main functions for the dashboard here. Tried to group all the functions together for the dashboard or when the user's logged in. And then we've got all our event listeners for the dashboard. And we've got a section for validation. Basically, it validates any inputs from the user, checks to make sure everything's correct. There's no, for instance, it checks the email to see whether it's a valid email, checks the text to make sure it's just text, no numbers or anything like that. And yeah, then there's the local storage checker setter, which checks to see if there's any existing users. It sets it makes an object, and then it passes that into the local storage. And then we've got the start page, which is the page the user will first see when they first load the page, and then the different event listeners for that page. Okay, let's have a look at the to-do application. Let's sign up. We'll sign up as John Smith, yeah? So we have to enter all the fields. We also have to enter, some data into all the fields, should I say, and we need to enter valid data. So we need to enter the right email. It has to have an @ and dot in it, so john@hot.com, and we need to put a password in, and if we don't, oh look, we've got to fill out all the forms. So we've got to tick the I agree to the terms of use. Let's sign up. Okay, this is the dashboard, John Smith's to-do dashboard. Let's have a look at his user settings. So we can see here we can change his name, and also we can see his password. That's John's password here. Now this password is hashed. The hash is saved into the local storage, not the actual password. So every time the user enters the password when they log in, the password is grabbed and then displayed here. We can also change the password if we want to, and that will be saved into the local storage object. So let's make a to-do for John. Okay, so let's name the to-do, John's to-do. Okay, okay, let's add some to-do items. Get milk, okay, bread, yep, butter, okay, very simple stuff. We can delete these items before we save them if we want to. We just press the little bin here. Let's save that to do, and here's John's to do now. It's saved. We can click the title to change. We can call it John's to do, and now that will be updated in the database. If we click this, we can say that we've completed it. We save those changes, then we move out of the database. Okay, we go back in, sorry, to the to-dos. We move out of there. Let's log in, john@hot.com. Now, if we enter the wrong password, it won't work. So what happens, it takes this password, hashes it, checks that hash against the one that's stored on the local storage, and then it will log in if it's correct. Let's try the correct password, which is John. Okay, and then you can see there's his to-do there. We can delete it, and then we can log out. Okay, well, thank you for watching.